Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears at McLean Stadium. Boats lining the Brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas Tech's offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab, makes the catch and knock down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Scanning the field, it's Robbins. Dances away to buy time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Baylor's offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. A jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game right now.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second and goal for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. Touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That 8-yard pickup leaves them with 2nd and just inches here. Touch pass on the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flipping forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Number 14 in punt formation.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The Bears will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Turns it on in midfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Quickly complete. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. They'll try to get it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Dropping back, it's Robbins. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
The wide receiver shows motion. Calls his own number. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Smashes through the tackle. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Because because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. You take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Nothing but green ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Handoff from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Baylor! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider.
The give out of the gun. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
2nd down coming up.
Easy. Ringo.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good.
David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
First down for this offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Robbins trying to get to him. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The hand to the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Bears will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
To the air, it's Robbins. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Quarterback gets enough. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Rucci. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Red Raiders are marching down the field. They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A lot of urgency for this offense. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Quarterback adapting. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. End of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Past the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Outside, all you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They'll throw it on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got it, looking for a first. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Robbins. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He wants to throw it. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it down the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He's going to pass. catch in the middle. It's Rhodes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on second down. Fires left. Got him downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They're going to throw it again. On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Looking for a man. It's Robbins. He makes the connection. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball slipped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.